A murderer arrived at the prison, with tattoos on his body and strong muscles. As he walked into the prison, a fat man blew him a kiss, and someone on the upper bunk seemed restless, as if they wanted to give him a massage. Voices from the prison reached the guard's ears, who laughed and went back, expecting to watch the show. The fat man had already been knocked down, and the man turned his head indifferently, explaining that they had just tripped. This was a maximum security prison, where everyone had blood on their hands. The man went to the cafeteria for breakfast. A bald man walked up to sit opposite him, and everyone around quickly moved away. It seemed the inmates were about to teach the man a lesson. The man stood up and spat on his bread. The man endured it. He had just arrived and didn't want to cause trouble. Then another man came up behind him, saying he was a wife murderer and asking if he had any particular quirks. This touched a nerve. His wife had been killed by a mysterious person, and he had woken up with a knife in his hand, ultimately framed and sent to prison. The man continued to taunt him, and he could no longer hold back. He grabbed his tray and smashed it, the metal plate hitting the man's face. The bald man threw a surprise punch, and the man began to fight back. At that moment, the guards surrounded them with guns. The man was beaten until blood flowed from his mouth and nose. The guard said he had caused trouble because he had fought with a gang member. He was taken before the warden, who had a specific purpose for him. It turned out that the man had once been a race car driver. The prison was going to host a deadly race, filled only with violence and killing. They would broadcast it live to bring in revenue for the prison. The previous car god had won 4 races but died in the 5th. The car god had been very popular, and to increase viewership and popularity, the warden wanted the man to impersonate him and participate in the 5th race. If he won, she would release him. He needed to find out who had killed his wife, so he reluctantly agreed. 3 people were assigned to be his team members. His teammates explained the rules of the race to him. The competition was divided into 3 stages. In the first 2, firearms were allowed, but only speed mattered in the 3rd. After they finished explaining, a group of men suddenly walked over. The car god he had defeated was among them, though he didn't know that the original car god was already dead. The man was shouting that he would definitely kill him this time. After the man left, the prison brought in a group of new inmates. The man noticed their bracelets. On the day his wife was killed, the mysterious person had worn the same kind of bracelet. He felt that his wife's death was connected to this prison, but he didn't have time to think more about it. The race had already begun.